I would love to know how you learned to swim. Like, what's your journey when it comes to the water?
Yeah, my journey with swimming, my parents put my sisters and I in a summer swimming program just to keep us out the house and keep us occupied.
Mm-hmm.
I met a lot of my longtime friends through the summer program. And from there, we would go every summer to the, high school pool. And then afterwards, I, got older. I forgot to learn how to swim certain techniques. And then I ended up joining the college swim team. And then from there, my college coaches took me under their wing. They taught me what it takes to be a swim coach, taught me like the techniques of being a really good swimmer. And then from there, I just started working for like junior Olympic swim teams, the YMCA, public pools, really just sharing my passion for swimming with Black and brown children and making it accessible and really just having fun, right? And then now, 10 plus years later, we have Black People Will Swim, which started off as a challenge, which we'll get to in a little bit.
We will get to that. I kind of am interested before we get into like how we got here with Black People Swim. Like, what are the conversations you've been having with people about Black people and swimming, even back to when you were a kid and up to now?
It varies, right? We talk about the racist stereotype. We talk about the barriers.
Mm-hmm.
Then, we talk about the joy and the freedom and the liberty and the access that swimming provides, right? And so that's how Black People Will Swim was birthed. We think about what are the barriers that are preventing Black people from swimming, which is why I called it Black People Will Swim, because it's not a matter of whether we can or we can't. We have the physical abilities to do so, but will we swim despite it being inaccessible, despite, pool facilities are not being upkept and maintained like white country clubs or white, pools in white communities, right? And then, of course, there's the lack of education. I'm not saying that Black people are uneducated. That's the last thing I'm saying, but really lack of education when it comes to our hair. There's a huge learning curve when it comes down to how to take care of your hair when it's in braids, when it's in a protective hairstyle, what products work, what products don't work, what is that hair hygiene.
Mm-hmm.
And so now there's enough brands that are providing products, that are creating services to making sure that we are protecting our hair no matter what sport you're doing. So the conversation varies, but we want to always remind them that this is a safe space to learn and face your fears.
Can I follow up on something there for a second? You mentioned hair, which is a twist I didn't see coming in your response. What has the hair experience been like for you over the years throughout your swimming experience?
It's definitely been an experiment, to say the least. And the reason why I say experiment is because I'm trying and figuring out what hairstyles not only works and is to my convenience, but also make me look good. Okay. I got to make sure it's light, period. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Period.
So for me, I'll come in with some cornrows with my natural hair. But if I have a trip coming up, or if I know I'm going to be teaching classes, especially during the summer, I'm always going to stay braided up and making sure that I'm washing my hair. I'm putting treatment in as if my hair were in braids.
Okay, I'm gonna take a slight tangent really quickly. I do that often, Paulana. It's fine. I read somewhere that you used to be a journalist or are a
I
journalist.
still am. I love telling stories. I love informing people. And that's kind of like the birth of Black People Will Swim, right?
Tell us that story.
So I was a journalism major. I graduated with my degree in journalism, and I wrote for publications like Forbes, Fast Company, Essence, Madame Noir. And so I'm interviewing people in the entertainment industry, trailblazers who are creating paths for themselves. So it's from Queen Latifah to Venus Williams and her interior design company, V-Star, which a lot of people don't know about. It is, writing for Her Agenda, interviewing Yvonne Orji, Molly from Insecure. And then, of course, telling the stories that really also matter, that are important, which is highlighting Black women in Black stunt women, and how they also face their own disparities. A lot of people don't know, but white men would blackface and put Black makeup on and put wigs on just
Mm-hmm.
so they're not giving Black women job opportunities, right? And so creating and highlighting, and that story came to me when I was watching Black Panther. I'm like, I can only imagine the number of Black stunt women that were afforded job opportunities after watching Black
Mm-hmm.
Panther, and then I realized that the disparities that they face in the industry. So those are stories that I'm always constantly telling. But now I'm switched gears a little bit and telling stories in a way that really matter the most, which is saving lives.
Mm-hmm. I love that.